This is breaking news.
Only one character will survive Squid Game Season 3 if my predictions are correct, and it's not Gae-hun. There is only one character that I'm confident will not die in Squid Game Season 3. The upcoming Squid Game Season 3 will be much different from any other season of the hit Netflix series. Unlike the first two seasons of the show, Squid Game Season 3 will not introduce a new batch of characters and see a new iteration of the games begin. Instead, the third season will pick up not long after the ending of Squid Game Season 2. This means that Season 3 will continue the stories of the new characters introduced in Squid Game Season 2. At the end of Season 2, Gae-hun's rebellion against the front man fails, which means that the games will continue in the third season. Even though he had to sacrifice some people's lives, Gae-hun was hopeful he would be able to save the majority of the players by ending the games through his rebellion. However, after the death of Jung-ba, Gae-hun will be at his most hopeless point ever at the start of Season 3, which will once again undoubtedly be a deadly season. However, I believe one character will survive the events of Squid Game Season 3. While many different people are participating in the games, Jun-hee is one of the standout players in Squid Game Season 2 since she is pregnant. It is revealed that Jun-hee decided to partake in the games after her former partner, Myung-dae, abandoned her. Their relationship proves to be very complicated, since Myung-dae is also playing in the games. Even though he is a flawed character, Myung-dae makes it clear that he wants to be with Jun-hee at the end of Season 2. However, Jun-hee isn't sure that she can trust him. While she doesn't fully trust Myung-dae, Jun-hee teams up with Gae-hun and his allies in Squid Game Season 2. Gae-hun and his closest allies, such as Jung-ba and Young-il, who is actually the front man in disguise, help to protect Jun-hee throughout the show's second season. It is not a surprise that Jun-hee survives the events of Squid Game Season 2, since killing a pregnant woman would be by far the darkest thing to ever happen in the show. Because of this, I am confident that Jun-hee will survive to the end of Season 3 as well. The front man, also known by his real name, In-ho, enters the games as Young-il in Squid Game Season 2, but Gae-hun and his allies do not know his true identity. Gae-hun and the other characters actually grow quite close with In-ho by the end of Season 2, which allows him to successfully sabotage their rebellion. However, before returning to his more villainous front man persona, In-ho proves that he cares about Jun-hee's well-being in Squid Game Season 2. The death of his wife and unborn child was likely the catalyst for In-ho eventually becoming the front man. Before becoming the front man, In-ho was a police officer who accepted bribes to pay for his sick wife's medical bills. While opening up to Gae-hun in Squid Game Season 2, In-ho reveals that his wife was pregnant when she died. While he could have been making up a backstory for his Young-il character and lying to Gae-hun, this moment seems genuine. Therefore, the death of his wife and unborn child was likely the catalyst for In-ho eventually becoming the front man and ensuring the continuation of the games. Even though In-ho has proven time and time again that he is a villainous character, his relationship with Jun-hee could be the key to his redemption in Squid Game Season 3. Since he lost his wife and child, it makes sense that he has taken a special interest in Jun-hee. Because of this, even after all the terrible things he has done, In-ho could prove that he still has some goodness left in him by sparing Jun-hee's life in Squid Game Season 3. However, before he is potentially redeemed, the front man will definitely continue to be the main villain of the series for most of Squid Game Season 3. In fact, the front man will probably be more ruthless than ever after Gae-hun's rebellion at the end of Season 2. In Season 2, the front man decides to join the games so that he can better understand Gae-hun's mindset and form a close bond with him before eventually bringing him down. The front man lets Gae-hun's rebellion proceed, but ultimately wants to prove to him that the games cannot be stopped. This is precisely why the front man executes Jung-ba right in front of Gae-hun at the end of the second season. The front man wants Gae-hun to have no hope left, and will undoubtedly continue torturing him in Season 3. After his rebellious actions at the end of Season 2, Gai-hun will probably be forced to watch a lot of the other players die